What's up everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today is my TBR for February. I literally cannot believe it is February already. I feel like it was just yesterday that I was making all of my Bookmas videos and now it's already the second month of 2020. That is crazy nuts. Unfortunately, I haven't been doing as great of a job with my reading this year. I just haven't had enough time to read as much as I want, so I'm falling behind already on some of my goals of making sure I read my arcs on time, making sure I read my backlist, NetGalley, all that type of stuff. So I'm really looking forward actually to the summer because I'll be able to catch up. And I think that I have made the decision to cut back to working part-time when I go back in the fall because I work at a college right now. And currently I'm working full-time, but juggling everything that I've been juggling is it's becoming really stressful. So I think I'm gonna drop back down to part-time in the fall. So I'm really looking forward to just having this channel keep going, and within the summer and next year, just really focusing on the content on this channel because I love my book channel so much and I just really want to make sure that I'm making great content for you guys. And it does make me sad when I have a lot of ideas for this channel, but I just don't have the time to read the books for the ideas. I'm not like Books and Lala. I cannot do those awesome challenge videos because I can't make myself read outside my comfort zone. But literally all I want to do is be able to read at least 8 books a month, and I feel like I'm hardly getting to 5, and it's very sad. Speaking of that, that was just a great intro, right? You guys just love the high note of positivity right now. But I have a lot of books that I need to read for February, and I'm really hoping that I'm going to be able to get them done because I do have a week off in February. So we're gonna go ahead and start out with the book that I am reading for my Booktubers and Brews live show in February, and I am very, very excited because I get to do a live show with Chanel from Chanel Time. I love her personality so much. She cracks me up anytime we're sending video messages or just even regular text messages. She is so funny, and so I'm very, very excited to do an actual live show with her. And we are going to be reading and discussing The Bookish Life of Mina Hill. So I actually have seen this book going around for the past year or so. I believe this came out in the beginning of 2019, and I was really excited that I got a copy over Christmas time from my friends in my book club. And this just seems like it's gonna be a very cute book. And I feel like this is something that I need right now just because I don't have a whole bunch of time to devote to really not just heavy books, but just really the books that are kind of a little bit harder to read, in my opinion, I guess. I am really looking forward to this because it just seems like a good chick flicky type of book, if that makes any sense. And this book actually just seems like it's gonna be kind of funny. I don't know, I think Chanel's gonna really like it because just reading the synopsis just kind of sounds like her to me. But this book is about Mina Hill, who is kind of a super introvert. She does not want to talk to strangers, and it said something about how her father, who she never knew existed, suddenly dies, and now she has all of these sisters, brothers, nieces, and nephews, and they live close by and they want to meet her, and she's freaking out. So it says Nina considers her options. Number 1, completely change her name and appearance. Too drastic, plus she likes her hair. Number 2, flee to a deserted island. Hard pass. C, coffee, which I love coffee. Number 3, hide in a corner of her apartment and rock back and forth. Already doing it. This just sounds like it's gonna be a really funny book. The live show is here on my channel. It's going to be on the 23rd of February at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So all you have to do is click here on my channel and we will be live, so it should just pop up for you. If you do turn on to post notifications, it will send you a notification of us going live. So I really hope you guys are looking forward to that. You definitely want to read this book in anticipation for the live show because we discuss spoilers and just everything. And then also don't forget to bring your favorite drink of the moment, whether it's coffee or tea or beer or wine or whatever it is, because with the Booktubers and Brews live show, I want to discuss what everyone's drinking because I love getting recommendations for drinks. And I don't know, I'm obsessed. I hate water, but I'm obsessed with all other drinks ever. Next up, I have 3 buddy reads because my book club, which I have linked down below, and I will put a video right here for you guys if you want to like know more about what my online book club is. But we're doing I'm doing 3 buddy reads for this month, and that's what I really need to cut back on actually. It's the buddy reads that are really like not letting me get my other reading done. I love buddy reading with people and I love just like being able to talk books, but with my schedule and stuff, it's just not going exactly how I have planned. But I am so excited for my buddy reads for this month, and that's one of the problems. Like I just get so excited for everything and I just want to sign up for everything. It's a problem. The first buddy read that I am really excited to read is Top Secret, and I'm really excited for this because this is definitely going to be something that's a little bit out of my comfort zone, just because this is about a couple, I guess, that decides that they want to do a threesome. It's definitely one of those type of romance books, if you know what I mean. I think that threesome, it's like the couple, and then I think a guy is going to be with them in the threesome, and then I think that it's a male-male romance after that, I believe. I think though, in order for this like threesome to happen, it's like both of the guys kind of like talking over text or message or something like that, but they don't know who the other person is. And then I guess when the guy shows up, like it's somebody that he knows. I've seen a lot of people kind of talk about the synopsis, and so I don't know, like I tried not to listen too hard just because I didn't know if it was a spoiler or what. Sometimes people give out too much information on a book before I read it, but I think that that's kind of the gist of the story, and then I think that those guys fall in love. But all I know, I think the only thing that really stuck out to me is that it's about a threesome, and that's like really interesting for me. I really want to read about that. Sounds so weird, Jackie. I'm just interested in the concept. Like I feel like I haven't read a book that's about that type of thing before. So I was really nervous about reading Him, which is a male-male romance, and I read it back in like September, I think, and I actually ended up really enjoying that. So I'm really trying to kind of just get out of my comfort zone with these types of books and, you know, just try them out. Like, you know, it's not gonna hurt me, really. The next book is actually written by one of my friends here on BookTube, and it is Mine by Emily Merrill. And I did my live show with Emily last month in January, and if you want to see that, we actually read Say You Still Love Me by K.A. Tucker, which is this book right here, and I will link that right here. If you want to go check it out, you can rewatch our live show. There are spoilers and stuff, but I'm going to be reading her book. She actually wrote her own book, which is like mind-blowing to think. Like I have her physical book right here. Oh my gosh, so crazy. So I am really, really excited. This is actually another buddy read, and I'm reading it with a bunch of ladies in my book club, and we are so excited. Now I think that it's obviously a romance, but it also has some more, like, I guess, hard-hitting type of things in it. I don't know much about the synopsis, but I know that it's something about her fighting for herself, and I think maybe her boyfriend might be a little controlling. I know that Emily is very passionate about like toxic relationships, and so I think that that might have some of this in here. So that's why I am really excited to read this, because I like, you know, my romance books to have like beef to them, if that makes any sense. So really excited about this one, and you know, just congrats to Emily for writing this and being able to write her own book. I would never be able to do that. And if you do want to check out Emily's channel, because she has an amazing booktube channel and I love her content. She's very passionate with all of her content, and she even does like writing vlogs and reading vlogs. She does all of everything. She also has like inside scoops of all of these characters, so you can, after like reading this book, I want to watch those videos and just learn more about her characters. And so I will link her channel down below for you guys, and that way you can go check it out, because after reading this book, you probably definitely want to go check her like character, like I forget what they were called, inside the characters, and you get to just learn more about the characters like within Emily's head that she doesn't put in here. So that's really cool. Next up, my last buddy read for this month, and it's also going to be a spoiler vlog. The Long Walk by Stephen King. So This I am very excited to read actually, because this book, so many people have hyped to me and they say that I'm going to like it because I have like a love-hate relationship with Stephen King. I tried to read The Shining and DNF'd it at 100 pages like 2 years ago. Then I read Elevation and it was on my worst books of 2019, which I received a lot of hate for. But hey, Elevation was not my type of book, okay? And then I read Misery with Gabby and Zoe for a live show buddy read thing that we did, and that was like a 3-star. Like, it actually was pretty good. I actually kind of liked it and I still think about it to this day. So now I'm going to read The Long Walk, and I am so thankful because this is a short book. I have not been brave enough to actually read one of his like long books yet. So we're gonna start out with The Long Walk, and hopefully I will read more Stephen King in the future. This book is about 100 boys who have to keep a steady pace of 4 miles per hour without ever stopping, and it's for this annual long walk type of thing. It's kind of like a dystopia type of book, and there is no finish line. The winner is the last man standing. Contestants cannot receive any outside aid whatsoever. Slow down under the speed limit and you're given a warning. 3 warnings and you're out of the game permanently. I'm really excited. I like books about games. I like dystopia. I like books about like surviving and just having to like do something that's really hard in order to survive. I feel like this is definitely like that because I wouldn't be able to do that. Like, I hate walking or exercising. This is definitely not something that I would do, but I really am excited to read this. I'm gonna be doing a spoiler vlog for it, and so that means that I will be reading and vlogging my whole experience of reading this book, and I will be giving out spoilers throughout the whole entire vlog. So if you want to watch that video, which you definitely do because wouldn't you, then you should read this book, and that way you can watch the video because it's going to be coming out, I think I have this in pencil that it'll probably come out around February 24th. So you will have almost the whole month of February to read this book and get ready for the vlog. So not guaranteed to come out on February 24th, but I do kind of have all my videos planned out for February. So it's probably going to be more towards the end of February. So it gives you enough time to read this book and get ready for my spoiler vlog. So really hope I like it actually, and I hope I have a lot of thoughts about it because that's what makes those vlogs interesting. So far I've picked some really good books for those vlogs. Okay, moving on to arcs that I have to read for this month, and I actually have quite a lot. They came out of nowhere. I had posted a poll about whether I should read The Long Walk or Dead to Her as my spoiler vlog, and unfortunately you guys literally tied it everywhere. Like, I think I put polls in like 3 different places and every single place got tied. So you guys actually are most likely going to get 2 spoiler vlogs this month, as long as I can like do it and get it. The Long Walk is definitely gonna be a spoiler vlog, and then if I get around to it, which I really do want to get around to it, I'm going to be reading Dead to Her by Sarah Pinborough and doing a spoiler vlog for this one as well. I actually have planned for this vlog to go up by February 15th, so you have a little bit less time to read this one, and that's just because Dead to Her is actually going to be published, I think, on the 11th. I have a copy via NetGalley, but that way the spoiler vlog will come out, and it's kind of like right when the book is being published, so hopefully there's a lot of hype and a lot of you guys want to read it right away, and then you can watch my spoiler vlog. So I've actually only read one book by Sarah Pinborough, and it was Behind Her Eyes. I read it a long time ago, but I did give this 5 stars. Now, back in the day when I first was reading and doing Goodreads, I literally only gave a star rating and I didn't have a review. So I do know that there was a lot of, I guess, disappointment at the ending for this book, just because it kind of had a kind of a like magical realism element to it, but I remember really liking it, and so I am hoping that I really like Dead to Her. So this book sounds like so interesting actually. I think it's a domestic thriller. It does say it's a psychological thriller, but it's about this lady who I guess is going to have an affair with her boss because she sees her boss's wife, I guess, trying to have a fling with her own husband. I don't know. It's a little bit confusing in the synopsis, but it sounds really, really good because I love like cheating and wives and stuff like that in thrillers. I don't know why, because I would never want that to happen to me, but it just, I don't know. I just really like that kind of stuff, okay? So I'm really excited to read this one, and I really hope that it's going to be great, and I hope that you guys are excited for the spoiler vlog that will come out with that one as well. Okay, Okay, the next book on my list is another ARC. It's A Lovely Obsession by Coralie June. And this is a book that I actually am reading like for a review. And so I definitely have to have this one read, I think by February 10th. And this is a romance book, but I think it's like really dark. It says something about my guardian angel is a devil in disguise. He hates me, he protects me, he watches me. My stalker is obsessed with keeping me safe. He calls me his prettiest debt. An assassin in the notorious bullet gang, he uses his empire to control my life. Everything I know is a lie. When started as a debt turned into something more. What started as a regret turned into obsession. Ambition is his muse and I'm his conscience. Our past may bind us together, but his enemies will tear us apart. My guardian angel is a devil in disguise. He hates me, he protects me, and I think I love him. I think that this book is going to be a very dark romance, almost maybe like forbidden, or just, I don't know. The synopsis just like really called to me, and so I really did want to read this for a review. And so far the ratings on it on Goodreads are really good, and they say that it is very like dark and raw and gritty, and that is the type of romances I do like to read, so I'm really hoping that I like this one. I'm kind of nervous. I think it might be up my alley, I'm not sure. Okay, the next ARC that I'm going to read is actually also a book that I'm reading for a review. I did get sent a widget on NetGalley, and they were asking me to read it and review it, and I read the synopsis, and it actually just sounded so amazing that I decided to say yes for it. This actually reminds me of Stillhouse Lake by Rachel Kane, and so that's one of the reasons why I decided to read it, because I love that book and the second book so far. I never finished the series yet, but this is No Bad Deed. This actually has a lot of good ratings on Goodreads as well, so I'm not super nervous to read it. I think I'm gonna really like it. I'm just gonna read like a tiny bit of the synopsis. It says that this is packed with an electrifying pacing and pulse-pounding suspense. It's a thrilling debut about a mother desperate to find the connections between her missing husband and a deadly stalker who knows too much about her own dark family. And so I love stalker books. Like even that romance I just talked about like had a stalker element to it, and I just love stalker books. And so that's why I loved the Stillhouse Lake series, because I thought I was being like, I could just feel the stalker vibes, I guess, from it. And so I'm really excited. This does just kind of sound a lot like that, and the rest of the synopsis sounds really, really good. So I'm really excited. This actually comes out February 18th, so I definitely will try and read it within the month of February. A lot of the reviews say it's a fast-paced thriller, which is something that I know that I like. I'm not one of those people that like the slower, more descriptive, atmospheric thrillers, so I think that is a reason why I'm going to really like it. Okay, the last like two books I want to talk about are just some books that I have on my backlist NetGalley. So these are books that already came out and were published most likely last year, and I didn't get to them. That's one of my goals, is to catch up on my NetGalley because I'm far behind. One of the books is a romance book, and the reason I picked this one for this month is because I do like to have one or two books that I can listen to on Scribd, like as an audiobook, because I do drive 2 hours a day to work. So I picked Love at First Like. This book I will be listening to on audiobook, and it's just a like cutesy romance. It says that this girl Eliza accidentally posts a photo of herself wearing a diamond ring on that finger to her Instagram account, beloved by 100,000 followers. Sales skyrocket because her and her sister own like a jewelry store, and she had just learned about her ex's engagement. So it's kind of one of those like reality versus Instagram type of thing. So this girl actually has to like find a fake fiance because her followers are just like so excited. So I really actually am interested in this romance. Like it might not live up to the hype that's in my mind, but I do love social media type stories, if that makes any sense, because I feel like, you know, that's where I am. Like I'm on social media, I have followers and subscribers and stuff, and so reading about someone that's kind of like in that same place as I am is just interesting to me. Obviously I would never fake an engagement because who actually cares? Like I do not care that much to do something like that, but I just think it's gonna be like a funny, silly book. I don't know. Okay, last but not least, but the last book that is on my TBR and the last one that is also on my backlist for NetGalley is The Guilty Mother, and I've actually heard really great things about this one. Yes, I will be there. So this book actually I haven't seen a huge amount of hype for. It's definitely a lesser known thriller, but the people that have read it have rated it really, really highly, and so I'm really excited. It also has some of my favorite tropes with like having a mother and kids and missing babies and stuff like that. So this is about actually a mom who has twin baby girls, and it says, in the blink of an eye, her perfect life becomes a nightmare when she found herself on trial for the murder of her little girls. It then, I guess, fast forwards to present day, and we're seeing a bunch of manipulation. We're seeing people that aren't telling the truth, a lot of stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully I can get that in for this month. Since I have a week off, I'm really planning on like cramming all of these books in, because I'm gonna go visit my sister in Virginia Beach, so I will have a lot of time to read for like 5 hours in the car both ways. So let's get like a lot of books read for this month. That is it for my whole entire TBR for February. If you want to see how I plan out my TBR, how I keep track of all my reading and all those types of stats, I do have my plan with me right here, and you can check that out. It's my reading journal and my actual journal. They're just put together. So I have a lot of like reading spreads and stat spreads and February wrap-up spreads and stuff like that. So definitely check that out. Let me know what your TBR is for February, and if you've read any of the books that I'm going to read and how you liked them. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. That's it, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye everyone.